IHS Janes has been at the forefront of analysing what's been going on in the South China Sea in the last 18 months to 2 years. We've used AIS live maritime shipping data from IHS Maritime. We've also used satellite imagery from our partners, including Airbus Defence and Space. In recent months, we've seen a lot of activity around Fiery Cross Reef, which is probably the largest facility that China is building in the Spratly Islands. Most recently, we saw the beginning of construction of an airstrip, which looks to be probably about 3,000 meters long. 3,000 meters long is plenty for pretty much any military aircraft that China may want to land on this facility. In recent client briefings, we've looked at not just China, which of course has been taking the lion's share of international coverage, given its strategic power and influence in that part of the world. We've been looking at what other countries are doing. And for example, Vietnam has done quite a lot of reclamation activities in the last 3 or 4 years, which have probably flown under the radar because it's not China. At the same time, Philippines doesn't really have the resources to do reclamation or other activities, but it is trying to use civilian populations to control the islands that it currently occupies. At the same time, Taiwan, which is another interesting kind of claimant in the South China Sea dispute, is trying to extend the size of one of its piers on Ituaba or Taiping Island, which is the largest naturally occurring island in the Spratly Islands. And it has an airstrip that it's had there since about 2006, 2007. And it's also installed things like solar panels, so it has kind of independent form of energy, and it can, it can put people down there and they can survive for a bit longer than just requiring resupply by C-130s or other aircraft. The most interesting thing that's happened in the last probably 6 months regarding the South China Sea dispute, obviously, is China's reclamation. But the way in which it's changed globally is that the US has taken a much greater interest in it than it previously had. The appointment of Ash Carter as Secretary of Defense at the Pentagon has probably changed things as well, because Ash Carter was a kind of an Asia-Pacific hand before in his previous role at the Pentagon, when he was Assistant Secretary of State there. And that means that he really understands the dynamics, he understands what's going on in that part of the world, and he's probably more engaged in what's going on there than his predecessor. Certainly we're looking forward to seeing what happens at the Shangri-La Dialogue at the end of May in Singapore, where he is going to attend, and there'll be a lot of other chief senior ministers and senior officials from the various claimant countries. So it should be something to watch out for.